everybody. Welcome to a brand new episode of Fly Together, brought to you by Most 529, our partner on the show, of course, and Missouri's Education Savings Plan. You can learn all about them right now at MissouriMost.org. I want to say a big thank you to everybody that came downtown last night for our first installment of our brand new series of free community fireworks shows that we're shooting off from the ballpark, all presented and all made possible by our longtime partner, Great Southern Bank. Had a great time last night. Stay tuned on our social media pages and our website for information about the next show coming up shortly, again from Hammons Field, with our brand new series of free community fireworks shows for downtown Springfield and the whole area, all presented again by Great Southern Bank. This week's show, it's a great one. We've got a brand new edition, of course, of Stuff Under Dan's Desk. Dan Reiter, our VP and GM, is giving away his stuff. Want to say a big congratulations to Cindy Miller-Doss, who won last week's installment of Dan's Stuff. Cindy will send you a message here on Facebook in a second to coordinate the pickup of that. We've also got a brand new edition of Grounds Crew Yard Tips, brought to you by Ryan Lawn and Tree. Derek Edwards, one of our groundskeepers here, our award-winning grounds crew, will get us all in the loop on what we need to be doing in our lawn right now. And to kick it all off, we're going to start off with a great edition of Bird Bites, presented by American National. We catch up with Justin Toerner, one of the Cardinals outfielders from last year, right after this.
Are you the proud parent of the T-ball team's star shortstop? While we can't get them drafted and make it into the big leagues, a Missouri Most 529 education plan can help you save for their future. A Most 529 is a tax-deferred investment account you can use to pay for school costs, and it's never too early or too late to open one. Whether they're 3 or 13, every dollar you save now is one less you'll have to come up with later. And just like your child, it's an investment that will continue to grow. Learn more at MissouriMost.com/529facts.
Well, I've got a brand new edition of Bird Bites, brought to you by American National. And joining us from sunny California, at least I presume it's sunny, is Justin Toerner, Cardinals outfielder from last year. Justin, before we dive into Bird Bites and our rapid fire questions here, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Just trying to, maintain everything with what's going on and staying healthy and make sure my family stays healthy. But other than that, everything's pretty good.
Now, what is the temperature right now in Temecula, California?
Oh man, it's heating up. I'd say right now, yesterday was around like mid to low 90s, but right now it's getting there. We're probably in the mid 90s right now.
So you just told us you bought a Peloton. Is that been good for you?
It hasn't come yet. It comes tomorrow.
Okay. I feel like all anyone can think of with Pelotons now is the commercial with the girl from Christmas.
Yeah.
I feel like people love them. So.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard great things, and like we were talking about before, is the whole exercise part of what's going on in the quarantine and everything. It's hard to kind of get that exercise in. So something you can do inside the house, and I got it. It's good for my mom and the rest of my family to do it as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
So it wasn't a situation like on the commercial where you woke up one day, it was your birthday, and somebody got you a Peloton, and
No.
you're like
No, I wish that's how it went.
that somebody bought it for you, right?
Yeah, that's way better.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, we'll dive right in here. So our first hard-hitting question to kick off Bird Bites is: are you a dog person or a cat person?
Oh, dog person, 100%. We have both at my house. We have one dog and one cat, and I'd pick the dog 100%. The cats are, you never know what kind of personality you're gonna get from a cat. So.
Does your cat stand up to the dog at all? Like, we had a cat when I was a kid who would literally taunt our dogs. Like, our dogs weren't allowed upstairs, and it would hang off the side of the stairs and just kind of bat at them.
Oh yeah, the cat takes over the sliding back door. So my dog's always barking to make sure that we clear the cat out of the way before we let her out. So I think my dog's scared of the cat. So.
Dude, I'm sure.
Yeah, the cat's a lot of attitude and very aggressive.
All right, so twice last year you literally flew over a fence to rob home runs. Went semi-viral, actually. So what were those plays like, and do you have as much fun playing defense as it looks like to us?
Yeah, I mean, I love defense. I think I take pride in my defense. I think ever since I was young, defense it wins games. That's what I was taught. So, yeah, I take a lot of pride in my defense. And then the back to those plays, like it's late in the game. I was just trying to make sure that nothing got past me. We kept the hitter from off second base, and then I don't know how he did it. Like if you watch the first video, he's swung with one hand. The guy's so strong, Cody. And it was just one of those things, perfect timing, perfect play. And I jumped and ended up hitting the top of the wall and flipping over. But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was, and you robbed the same guy twice on what would have been, if I remember correctly, both would have been walk-off home runs. I think we were up by a run, I think, or 2 runs, and
yeah, it would have tied the game. Yeah.
Now, did you ever talk to Cody Thomas, the batter that you robbed? Did you guys ever talk afterwards? And
what's funny is that I kind of knew him a little bit before, because my best friend from home was teammates with him at Oklahoma, and they were really close. So after every play, like after both those plays, he called him and told him about it, and then I got a call from my buddy, and he just told me everything Cody was saying, and then we ended up talking over FaceTime or whatever. But yeah, I knew him a little bit. He's a great guy.
So either time that it happened, like, were you prepared for what was about to happen to your body? Because that wall's so short in Tulsa, so it's does your mind just kind of forget that it's that short, and then all of a sudden you're flipping over?
Honestly, you don't even think about it. Like, you go back and you're preparing to like I think you can see in the video, I was just trying to feel for a wall, just because you kind of get that gut instinct feeling that you're getting close. And I don't even remember like thinking about the wall is short or anything like that. Just jumping up and trying to make the catch, and then whatever happens after that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Those both were insane plays, and fueled, no doubt, by plenty of state fair food, which brings us to our next question of, if you're at a state fair, what is your favorite kind of fair food?
Oh man, I've only been to one, and it was in close to my house. We had the Del Mar Fair out here, and I just remember the turkey legs are massive. We have just massive turkey legs, and I'm not a big fried food guy, so like the fried Oreos, I've had them a couple times, and those are good. But the big turkey legs that you see from there, and then Disneyland as well always has them. But those just fill me up right away, and they're great.
So what's something you've always wanted to do that you've never gotten to do?
Maybe skydiving. I feel like that, that'd be kind of fun,
That's 3.
I have a buddy that did it a couple of months ago, and he loved it. He thought it was so much fun and everything. So I'd probably try to do that for sure.
Is that 3 answers of skydiving to that question, Matt?
3 or 4. We need to organize like a Cardinals skydiving feature here.
Oh man, I thought it was an original too.
No.
I feel like that might be frowned upon.
I don't think St. Louis would allow that.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we can give him a call.
We'll give him a call. We'll work it out. Justin said it's okay. It'll be all right. Okay, what is your best memory from playing Little League baseball?
I never was a Little League guy, to be honest. I think I played 1 year of Little League, and then I went into like the travel ball world era. But I don't know, when I was younger, like we went to this would be travel ball, like the Cooperstown tournament. We went there and we actually won the thing. So when everybody asked me like my favorite like baseball memory growing up, that's definitely one of them. It's just hoisting up that trophy after when we were like 12 years old. So, and the trophy was as big as we are, just a big trophy.
Now, were you playing outfield back then too?
Yeah, I've always been an outfielder, especially when you're younger, like it kind of sucked a little bit because there's not a lot going on, when you're 10 years old and playing the outfield. So I kind of hated it at first, but as you get older, the more action starts to get out there and it becomes more fun and all that kind of stuff. But,
yeah. At least though, you were an outfielder for a travel team. So it's like you were an outfielder because you were good in the outfield.
Right.
when the peak of my career when I was about 9 years old, they sent me out to left field because they were like, nobody's hitting it out there and we got to get this kid far away. I was out there
maybe I was always smaller, and maybe that's actually why they just didn't really see the potential or anything. They were just like, oh, this kid's small, he can't even play first base, so let's just stick him out there.
It's meant to be. All right,
yeah, exactly.
So if sports didn't exist at all, I don't even mean like right now when they can't happen, if they just didn't exist, what would you do with a career?
It's funny, I've been thinking about this a lot lately, especially because of the situation we're in right now. I'd probably go into something with law. So probably like an attorney or something like that. And one of my good friends, his brother's a lawyer, and I've kind of interned with him for a little bit. Just helped him out and stuff. And it's interesting. It's pretty interesting stuff to me. And I graduated with a criminal justice degree too. So I'd probably go into something there, that kind of field.
So who was your favorite athlete growing up?
I was always a Pedroia fan. Justin Pedroia. Just the hustle grinder type of guy. I loved watching him play and hitting home runs over that monster in his little body. It was always fascinating to me to watch him do that. And it was just fun to watch. He was just a fun guy to watch play.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, if you want to like epitomize hard work, that's the guy.
And guy's just a grinder on and off the field. So.
And I remember, growing up a Yankees fan, I guess I was probably in college when he was really, leading the Red Sox. I hated him so much. And I feel like whether you're a Yankees fan and you dislike a Red Sox player or vice versa, however much you dislike that player is how good they are. And he was like the top on the Yankee fan hatred list because he was just that good.
Yeah, he's just that pesky guy that you just hate to see him up to the plate, and like pitchers hate seeing him. But like as a fan, like you're like, yeah, that's the guy we want in that situation.
Yeah, he always came up with a big hit. Yeah,
exactly.
I couldn't stand him.
Do you have a hidden talent?
I don't know if it'd be considered hidden talent, but like in the quarantine, I've been trying to find like new hobbies, to get into, just to try and keep myself busy. So I went on Amazon and I bought a grand keyboard, one of those things. And I've been like, we used to have a grand piano at my house when I was younger, and then we ended up selling it. And then, so I bought one of those, and then I've just been going on YouTube and trying to teach myself some stuff with that. But I don't know if it's considered a hidden talent yet, but I'm trying to get there. So
what have you been trying to learn?
Just random songs. I got a buddy who's in the Red Sox organization, and he kind of does the same thing. He doesn't know how to read. Like, we both don't know how to read music or anything, but we go on YouTube and look up lessons and stuff like that on certain songs, because YouTube has everything. It's all free. So yeah, we just send like videos back and forth of different songs that we've learned and stuff like that.
So are you guys going like way back to like Beethoven, or is it more?
Oh, no. That's a little too complicated for me right now. No, we're trying to keep it simple here.
All right. If you could pick one of the two options, would you rather be a Hall of Famer or a World Series champion?
Oh, that's a tough one. I'd probably have to say World Series champion, to be honest. I just think like there's nothing greater than winning, I love to win. That's like that pretty much is what drives me to do whatever I want to do. I'm a competitor, so everything I do is I want to win, and that's like the top of the top is winning a World Series. So I would definitely probably pick that, and then hopefully I have some success in that World Series that gets me to the Hall of Fame. But now
you can only choose one. It's one of the
definitely the World Series then.
All right, last one. What's been the favorite moment of your career so far?
I'd probably say just getting drafted overall. Getting the opportunity to come out here, because without that opportunity, I'd never have the catches over the wall or anything like that. So it's a pretty special moment when you've been working for something a long time in your life, and then you finally get that opportunity to extend and play professional baseball, for sure.
Do you have like a cool draft day story where you with your family when you got the call?
A little bit. I was with three of my best friends here, and we all got drafted within 3 rounds of each other.
Oh, cool.
And so then we were just all together, and then we were actually, I think we were at one of our friends' house, and then we were about to go play like golf or something. And then all three of us ended up getting a call within like a 20-minute span of each other. And then we didn't go end up playing golf. I went home and celebrated with my family and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it was pretty cool.
That's awesome. Where are they still
Were
playing?
any of those guys like?
Yeah. One's with the Royals and the other's with the Indians right now.
Well, hey, you survived bird bites, so we'll let you off the hot seat here. But Justin, we appreciate it, man. It's great to catch up with
Absolutely.
you, and we hope that you and your family and everybody out there continue to stay healthy and stay well, and hopefully we can get you back on a field soon.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm getting kind of bored out here.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I'm so bored.
I think we're all in that boat, man. We're missing baseball for sure.
Oh man. Hopefully I'll play soon.
Sounds good. Thanks, Justin. Have a great one.
Absolutely. You too.
Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. I'm Regina Norris, and this is We Love Our Fans. This episode, we are bringing to your home screens another special video feature that we hope to show you all in 2021. So if you haven't already, you can press pause real quick, grab that favorite Cardinals jersey, and let's get ready to play Cardinals Jersey Matchup.
Hey everyone, let's play Jersey Matchup. Here are 3 current or former St. Louis Cardinals jerseys and 5 numbers. See if you can match the right number to the right name. Here are the jerseys: Ken Boyer, Bruce Sutter, and Bob Gibson. How you doing so far? Did you get that one? You can't call yourself a Cardinals fan if you don't know that one. Thanks for playing Jersey Matchup, and go Cardinals!
Thanks to everyone who played Cardinals Jersey Matchup. We hope you enjoyed getting a sneak peek of what's to come in 2021. Next episode, we are actually going to mix things up a bit, and we are going to have our first Fly Together Facebook poll, where we need your help on figuring out what everyone's favorite ballpark food is at Hammons Field. You guys will have 3 options to choose from, and to place your vote, you will just have to use those Facebook reaction buttons down below. So for the first option, we are going to have hot dogs. The second option is going to be brats, and the third option is going to be nachos. So to vote for hot dogs, just go ahead and press that care button. To vote for brats, go ahead and press the ha-ha button. And to vote for nachos, go ahead and press the wow button. We will gather your guys' results for next week's episode, and maybe we will even have a special guest with me. I'm sure you can guess who it is. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm Regina Norris, and this is We Love Our Fans.
Hey everyone, it's Matt Toerner, the Cardinals social media guy. We're back with another week of Grounds Crew Yard Tips presented by Ryan Lawn and Tree. This week, Derek Edwards is going to talk to us about controlling mushrooms in our yards.
If you're starting to notice mushrooms in your yard, some of the causes could be from the heavy rainfall that we're getting at the time. Obviously, you can't control that, but some steps you can take to help move that moisture in the ground, obviously, is like we talked about before, some aeration, whether that be if you got a wet spot in your yard, you can use a pitchfork to poke some holes and allow that water to move and dry that top layer to dry out, thatch layer to dry out in your soil. Another tip is if you're irrigating your yard at home with your sprinkler system, be sure to water deep and frequent each week. Not only does that help your lawn establish better roots, but it also helps in controlling mushrooms. Another common issue we see in yards is mushrooms growing in shady areas, and one way you can kind of help control that is to make sure you're trimming the lower branches of your trees to allow a little bit more sunlight into those shaded areas to keep that soil from getting too moist. Mushrooms are feeding on the thatch in your lawn, so we talked about aeration earlier, and that helps get rid of that organic layer that is allowing those mushrooms to thrive in that environment. Another helpful tip is make sure in the fall to remove any leaves, or in the springtime as well, remove any leftover leaves that have fallen from the trees, as that'll break down and make some organic matter in the soil, as well as simply just removing your animals' yard waste. That'll also help keep the mushrooms down in your yard. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Well, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. It's time for Stuff Under Dan's Desk, and we bring in Dan Reiter, our Vice President and General Manager. Well, one of my favorite times of the show, it is time to find out what Dan is giving away. We bring on Dan Reiter for stuff under Dan's desk. And Dan, before our big reveal, and we do want to remind everybody how to enter on the front edge of this. So be sure to enter to win Dan's stuff right now. Like this post or comment below on this video, and we'll pick a winner. We'll announce the winner next week. So while we're giving folks a moment to enter to win, I do want to talk to you a little bit about stuff that's not under your desk, and because it's been a busy couple days at the ballpark. We had the first installment of a really, really cool new series, all presented and made possible by Great Southern Bank, with free community fireworks that were shot off last night.
Awesome. I mean, it's great news. You know, the Springfield Cardinals have been a major part of the downtown summer scene 15 years. And to kind of go 15 years, and this would have been year 16, to kind of stop it seemed weird. And, you know, we're very fortunate. The Great Southern Bank wanted to jump on board and put together a really awesome program to shoot off fireworks still. You know, the stuff people are using to drive downtown. You know, the way that we're doing it, you know, the ballpark's not open, so just to be clear with everyone. But it's more like drive-in style. So you drive in, we partnered with Midwest Family. They've got 4 different radio stations. You can tune it in. So you still get the great experience, but then you also can do it safely and socially distanced. So it's something that we were so excited to partner with Great Southern Bank to be able to do this. You know, the first one was just yesterday. It was great. I think people were so excited to see it. But we're not just doing one. We're actually going to do 6 different shows. And kind of we knew the first one's going to surprise people. So we're guessing some people weren't expecting fireworks to go off in Springfield yesterday. But we're going to follow that up, and we're going to do our next one actually next Saturday. And the reason might have to be that the date's going to be July 25th, and it makes it able to do a Christmas in July show and have Christmas music, which I like Christmas way more than I probably should, and I'm still watching Christmas videos with my young children at home. So I don't care what month it is, you can always watch The Grinch. So thankfully next Saturday we'll have the Christmas in July community fireworks series, courtesy of Great Southern Bank. So if you didn't show up this week, we hope that you can make it out this upcoming Saturday at 9:30 p.m.
Yeah, awesome. And while that's going on too, obviously there is some activity around the ballpark on the field with the taxi squad. Do you have any updates on what those guys are up to?
Yeah, update number 1, I'm not allowed to go near them. Just so people realize when they're asking these questions, I mean, this health and safety protocol is, I mean, it's official, and we're taking it seriously. And there's only certain people who are allowed to. And I think that's just something I want to point out to fans that I'm the general manager here, and I'm not supposed to go anywhere near their clubhouses, anywhere near the field, because we want to keep them as safe as possible in case they need to go up and help the big league Cardinals, and they're prepared for that. So that's how serious it is. And I want to start with that, and it might have sounded a little funny, but our staff, I mean, you know, yes, there's baseball in the ballpark. It's exciting to hear the sounds, to have it come alive. But, you know, as that team is started up, you know, fans, we should all be respectful of that. Do all of us want to be here and watch? Yes, we do. But we need to respect the bubble and make sure that those guys are healthy to go up and help the St. Louis Cardinals.
And that leads directly into what you've got under your desk, right?
It does. So if you may, it's kind of hard to read backwards, but this is not, you know, the GNINAI. Actually spring training. If you want to go the correct way, it's spring training. And so this is kind of the extension of summer camp, but it's getting started. So I you know, had a spring training shirt I wanted to wear, and that does tie into what's underneath my desk.
Okay. I feel like we need a drum roll.
Yeah, can I get one, please?
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, you have a official St. Louis Cardinals spring training cap.
Very cool.
That I feel fortunate to have gone to a few spring trainings, some with you, Andrew, and it's just so much fun. But in honor of this kind of kicking off in Springfield, we do have a St. Louis Cardinals spring training cap. I won't put it on because I actually was walking around the ballpark and I'm sweaty, so you're welcome, whoever wins this. So we got the cap. We also have, you know, so many people love their cell phones, have one of the spring training 2018 pop sockets. So
cool.
It's a commemorative 2018 edition. So so for anyone who's wanting one for your phone, that goes into the package. And then the last one is actually the most dear to my heart. And that is a spring training koozie. I love koozies. I have a koozie drawer upstairs in my house and a koozie drawer downstairs in my house. So we actually have a spring. I actually hate giving this one up to people. I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather keep it in my office for my own use. But we thought in honor of the taxi squad being here, we'd go a little spring training for everybody with a spring training cap, koozie, and pop socket.
Very cool. So the spring training pack, all you need to do to enter to win Dan's spring training stuff is comment below or like this post right now. We'll pick a winner for the spring training cap, pop socket, and koozie, and announce that next week. Dan, that's awesome. Thanks for giving away all your stuff this year. We appreciate it.
Well, it's really, I'm just decluttering. So it's more about me cleaning up than it is people winning. Just kidding. Fans are very excited. I know some people have picked up their prizes, and I think this is fun for us. We miss you, and we can't wait until we get to see you all soon.
Sounds good. And Dan, we'll see you next week.
All right. Thanks, Andrew.
Well, that's going to do it for another great episode of Fly Together, brought to you by Most 529. Thanks so much for spending a little bit of your time with us here on the show. Want to say another big thank you to all of our guests this week. Justin Toerner, doing a great job with Bird Bites. Derek Edwards, always awesome with the yard tips. And, of course, Dan Reiter for giving away some more of his stuff. Our production team is Ken Shelton, Matt Turr, TJ Patton, and Regina Norris. I'm Andrew Buckbinder. Thanks again for tuning in and joining us, and enjoy this ballpark moment on our way out. And it's hammered deep to right field. Toerner back at the wall. Toerner jumps. Did he make the grab? He flipped over the wall and he's got the ball. Justin Toerner jumps over the right field fence, robbing a home run.